Dude, what it do? It's your boy Al here, and today was a great day. Can't even speak, jeez. First, welcome to the channel. Number one, I made $400 today. I genuinely cannot complain, man. You know, a win is a win in this market, and the market's been wonky, man. I don't know if you guys, I opened it up just to make a video. I'm sitting here watching this crazy drop that happened literally right when I got off the market. Overall, I am not gonna complain. That's the whole point of like my channel, is I try to keep it 100% real, like transparent. And just say, like, the market is hard, man. A win is a win, and you know, cutting your losses short is key. Like, even today, I'm gonna show you guys pretty much what went down, why I made the trade I made. It was not a smart trade. I'm gonna be real with you, it was not the greatest option I could have done. Granted, I did not know what was about to happen, so I'm thankful that God saved me, and I got out at a good point, you know, with a profit, which is even crazier in this market. But overall, if you are new here, I am not a financial advisor. I am not selling you a course. I'm just showing you guys everyday life of what I do, how I got funded, etc. Okay, that's it. There's nothing else to it. If you want, like my videos and you want to learn more, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. I upload almost every single day showing you guys my strategy, what I do. And my strategy is not the end all winner. It's confluence that is the winner. It is your mind and your psychology that is the winner. And that's why I like my channel, man. It's got very real. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a social media liar to come on here, bro. I work with God. Like, Jesus is my everything. Jesus is my boss, you know what I'm saying, with this. It's not easy. I invite God into every single trade I make and genuinely just pray for the best. So, again, if you're new here, welcome. Number two, if you are new here, I trade the 15-minute orb. If you aren't new here, you already know that, okay? So I'll trade the 15-minute orb candles, 15-minute orb strategy, I guess you want to call it, with confluence, okay? So overall, I'm gonna show you guys pretty much what happened this morning, and we're gonna go from there. So, market was not moving great this morning. The market was not moving great this morning at all. I did not like it, and I'm trying to be real with you guys and tell you guys up front, there's some days in the market that are just kind of sketchy, and that's why I did such a small risk today. I did not like the way it was looking. As you guys can see, I am trading the NQ, okay, because I get that question all the time. The NQ, that's what I'm trading. That's what I trade every day. This is called Ninja Trader, the app that you're looking at, and it's My Fun and Futures, which is the link is in the description if you guys want to use my code and support me. That's what I use. I use TopStepX as well. Great platforms. I love both of them pretty much equally, genuinely. I do like the way the TopStepX, you can move your take profits a little easier. I think that's something that this platform could do better. But overall, here's the trade. So 9:30 a.m. we saw pretty much, it was definitely a movement, but it wasn't crazy. And then this is what I'm saying, how like the next 30 minutes, or I guess say 40 minutes, we're just kind of, a back, forth, right? There wasn't really much movement until about 10:30 a.m., right? So I don't trade, like I told you guys, I don't trade until I see a reason to trade. So we switched from the 15 to the 5-minute. Okay, and technically I shouldn't even have traded today until I saw this crazy boost, but I'll tell you guys what I wish I had done, right? So as you guys can see, my strategy, what we're looking for is a closure on the either above the higher high or below the lower low. And as you guys can see, we see one right here, right? This is the first closure of 5-minute candle. I waited 4 or 5 minutes into this candle right here. I did not like the way it was looking. It went from 121 all the way up to 178, which is great, right? We had a pretty big boost within that time frame, which is pretty decent. For some reason, I didn't like it. I don't know how else to explain it. I did not like the way that moved, because all these big moves right here, I told you, it's so important to watch, because it did not look like this was done yet. I'm gonna be 100% real. I did not look like this move was done yet. I didn't like it, and I'm glad that I stayed out, right? So as you guys can see, it calms down. I almost entered right here, right? This second candle right here when it came back up. I almost entered right there for a put. I wish I did. I really wish I did, right? But I didn't, so it is what it is, right? We cut our, who cares? You know what I'm saying? You're in here to get your money and get out and just do a big time strategy. My strategy was not necessarily saying a put. I was just waiting for a liquidity grab, which obviously we saw a lot more than I thought we were gonna see, but overall, it is what it is. So I waited. I was patient. I knew it was gonna come down more and more and more. And I'll show you guys exactly where I ended up going in, okay? So it was actually right here, this candle right here. So I actually had a line of liquidity here this morning, right next to this gap that you guys are looking at. I had a line of liquidity. And I tell you guys all the time how much I love to see when there's a 2-tick situation, right? So if you guys look, this came down to about 999 and the gap was at 997. I always love that outlook of things. That could be a complete sign of a reversal. Obviously in this case it was not. It was for a little bit, thankfully, right? But it was not full term. That's why I got out as fast as I could, right? So overall, I'm gonna show you guys on the 1 minute. I was actually trading on the 1 minute this morning. That's how I made my trade. Where are we at? Jason Crow. Must be right here. Yeah, it's right there. So I entered in right here. Basically on this second candle, I waited 1 minute into the green. I saw this was green and the momentum was looking really good to the upside. And obviously based off every other confluence we had this morning was that the market was going to continue upwards. Granted, did not do that, right? It is what it is, right? We can't change anything. There's nothing you can do except go in there with risk management. It's important. And I've realized how important it is lately, right? Where I entered in right here, but I think it was like 25.15, somewhere around there. And I got out about like right up there, somewhere around here. It was in the 450 range, somewhere around there. And I got out. I moved my take profit up and I got stopped out when it came back down. But I still was in profit. And that's the whole point, right? So that's what you want to do is make sure. So if you're heading up, right, let's just say we're at, 25, 40, let's just say 51. And you want to make sure you're chasing up. That's when you just literally put a put if you're going in for a buy, right? On this platform right here. You put a sell limit and it will get you out. So you don't have to worry about, you're still in profit. You don't have to worry about this whole thing. You moved your stop loss and now you're actually at a take profit. And that's what I always encourage people to trade with. Because then you at least have somewhat kind of a profit if it does come back down. In some trades where if it continues upwards and just came down a little bit, you obviously would have got it stomped out and you would have missed the big move. So again, it's really, it is what it is. You can't change what happened. All you could do is be thankful that you gotta win if you gotta win. Don't ever complain about a win in this market, man. It's hard. They don't want you to win. So that's what you gotta understand, right? Thankful I didn't, because as you guys can see, we came crashing down and we did not stop crashing. We went all the way down here. Now it makes me wonder what the market's really trying to do in this situation. I still think we're heading down more. I still think we're gonna be heading down. I did have a point set down here the other day, and I'm really wondering if it's making its way back down there or not. I don't know. We'll have to watch the rest of the day, rest of the night, but a win is a win. And that's pretty much all I need to say at this point, man. We don't know where the market's going. We are not gurus. I don't know anything. I just know my strategy. I know my confluence. I know what I've been watching for, because they like to make their moves based off your emotion. Basically, they'll make something look like it's going up, kind of like they did today, right here. And it's a perfect example, just to show the end of this video if you are new here. We see it green, everyone's in there for longs. I'm looking at TikTok, everyone's in there, calls. I'm like, no, I really don't think so. We came up flying up here, but that doesn't mean jack. If the market's showing you there's some kind of liquidity grab needed, do not go in until the liquidity grab is done, right? And if you had just waited like me being an idiot did, right? Because I thought it would be done about there, but I was very wrong, right? So it went way down. And that's why we have our risk management, right? That's what risk management is about, is understanding that you might be wrong. So instead of blowing your whole account, just put in the 300 or 400 stop loss, So if you end up losing, it is what it is. You move on with the day. And again, I'm thankful that didn't happen this morning. And honestly, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to pray that tomorrow, me and you, whoever's watching this, I hope that we have an amazing trading day tomorrow. I hope we have a $3,000 trade. Maybe not, but we're going to hope. We're going to pray that maybe tomorrow's a big day and we can come in for a green. We'll find out. So it'll be 3,000. It'll be pretty sweet, huh? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff so you don't miss out on this content. Link is in the description for my fun and futures, and I'll see you guys on the next video.